Hi everyone, welcome to your August Alchemy Scopes. It's been intense lately. We just had the new moon, and we also simultaneously are going through a Venus-Saturn square and Mercury conjunct Mars opposed Pluto. So there could be quite a bit of... Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Good. We could have quite a bit of anger coming up, quite a bit of irritability coming up, a lot of deep issues arising, causing responses and actions, thoughts of kind of aggression. So hang in there and really stand back when those come up and really look at the bigger picture, because know that this is the cycle that we're in. And with the Venus-Saturn square, it's very intense because there's a necessity, there's such an obligation to mature our values, what we love and what we do, to put detail into that which we love and that which we do. It's quite intense. So you might be feeling some limits imposing upon you recently. But it is a new moon. It's a new moon in Cancer. It occurred at 23 degrees Cancer. And the Sabian symbol, the symbology that's imbued within this new moon, that's flavoring this entire next cycle, is a woman and two men castaways on a small island in the South Seas. And it's an interesting symbol. Kaipacha was referring to Dane Rudyard and his assessment of the two men and the woman in this scenario. And it refers to kind of the three aspects of self, which is what Dane Rudyard referred to, which was the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual. And so the mental was male, the emotional was female, and the spiritual was male. I can't say whether or not I agree with that assessment, but in this particular assessment, it's interesting because the symbol is on an island in the South Seas. And there's something about being on an island that's a bit of isolation, a feeling of isolation and limit. I'm going to move this. Again, my arm's getting tired here. So, excuse me. So there's a sense of isolation, of all those aspects of self, of the mental, of the emotional, of the spiritual, feeling isolated now. There could be that. And also it's the South Seas, and the South typically refers to below and underneath. It could refer to the underworld and going into the depths of self. So it could be thematically for you that this month, this cycle is just diving deeper, especially with these astrological aspects that are taking place. So let's dive into the scopes for the individual signs. A reminder that these are evolutionary scopes, meaning that these are about your soul's evolution. Since I began The Alchemist Awakens, this channel is devoted to your awakening and your soul's evolution, your maturity, your stepping into your power. It is about you diving deep into your essence, self, your soul print, and fully expressing your infinite power. And we have a long way to go. I mean, the majority of humanity has a very long way to go. Most of them aren't very awake yet. So anyway, so when you look at these scopes, know that the 6 points, which is the Sabian symbol, which we just talked about, so the symbology that's imbuing the story in this cycle. And then when we look at the I-Ching for the particular sign's microcycle, the micro theme, and then we look at the spread, which pulls up the particular story that's unfolding for your soul's growth. And then we look at the Ascended Master for guidance, the Archetype, which are the qualities that are asking to be matured in you, and then of course the Dakini, which is evoking within you the embodiment. So what embodiment would optimally serve you to handle, to flow with this particular cycle for you. So this is a holistic scope. I hope you enjoy it. So let's move on to those. Hello Scorpio, welcome to your I-Ching hexagram. So this month you received easy progress, and the two trigrams that make up this particular hexagram are fire above, earth below. And here is the meaning. The general situation is one of easy, natural progress. What has been weak is steadily ascending, and by gaining a prominent position becomes more powerful. The image is the light of the rising sun, which at first appears dimly through the mists, but this weak light later radiates with powerful clarity once the sun has reached a high position in the sky. It is by recognizing and riding with the natural course of events that we advance our position and earn respect. Remember that goodness in human nature is like the dim but beautiful early morning light. It can easily be obscured by greed, hatred, and other forms of self-absorption, just as the morning light can be swallowed by the fog. Progress is achieved most effortlessly when right action is taken without concern for immediate reward, and when the path of the weaker aligns with that which is strong. Hi Scorpio, welcome to your spreads and your cards. So let's get started. This month I'm using my Siri deck again. This is the 144 card deck that I've made for myself for my own use. And we're also going to pull one tarot card for each of the weeks so we can see what's unfolding thematically. And I'm using, this month I'm using Dame Darcy's wonderful card deck, which I love so much. And then we'll go ahead and shuffle and pull your Ascended Master guidance, as well as Carol and Mrs. Archetype card to bring forward the archetypal qualities that are asking to be evolved through you this month. So before we get started, I have our Cancer New Moon Goddess card here. This is from the Lady Morgane Moon Oracle card deck, which is so gorgeous. So she is here as witness to our beautiful spread this month. It's gorgeous. So she's there, and I think you can see her. So let's go ahead and let me read a couple things. So clearly she imbues the qualities of the Cancer Moon. And what's written here is lovely. Withdrawal into the self, growth and development, safety and security, protection and nurturing, healing, feelings and sensitivity, the need to let go of the past, moving forward, flow, learning from and integrating the past, strength and virtue. So all of these qualities are imbued within this Cancer new moon cycle, this 30-day cycle that we're stepping into. So let's go ahead. I've shuffled the cards. I'm going to move this over for now. Let's go ahead and pull. Ooh. Let's see what's coming up for Scorpios. Scorp, what's going on? Oh, interesting. Okay, there's one more here. Wow, okay. So there's going to be some dissonant energy. So let me go ahead and explain it here. So first of all, thematically for Scorpios this month, there is going to be a lot going on in many different respects to your life, many aspects of your life, work, home, relationships, family. It looks like every aspect of your life is going to be activated this month, Scorpio. And that doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. It's interesting because I'm looking at the travel card here. So in the spiritual sector, the travel card is coming up. And this certainly is about taking a journey. Because it came up in the sector it did, this is about taking a spiritual adventure. And this is not necessarily a spiritual retreat. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm talking more about taking a spiritual dive into yourself deeper, into your life deeper. So with many things activated, there's a request this month from Spirit to travel deeper, to go deeper, okay? Because energetically, on an emotional basis, you're going to feel that something's not right. Now, I will say, it's not necessarily about feeling that one thing is not right. This could very well, in fact, I think it is referring to feeling into the things that are not right. So in other words, what I'm saying here is that's why the travel card is coming up where it is, because it's about going deeper into the things that aren't right, into the many areas of your life that are not right, so that you can correct them, okay? Now, it's interesting because on a foundational basis, there's a man, a significant man in your life. It might be a new man emerging on the scene, but there's an investigation of this person. So it could be a new meeting where you're starting to investigate this person, meaning you could start dating. And there could be curiosity about this person. So it does look like there's a man coming onto the scene, and you're going to want to investigate that person. Now, it's interesting because it is a gift, this person, let's say, this person, maybe a new relationship, is a gift coming forward for you, okay? But it's also it's also a lesson. So what does that mean? It means that this person could trigger some fear within you, maybe about being vulnerable, about being loved or unlovable, or whatever your belief systems are about self. This relationship could confront those. It is a lesson about you seeing, having the perspective that this is a gift. So it very well could be that the lesson is about shifting your perspective about, about what's happening. Okay? So shifting your perspective from, oh no, to this is a gift. So it could be that something comes up with this person that triggers you, but it's a lesson, and it is to be investigated. It is to be investigated, yeah? So, but again, with the center card being many things, indeed this month you're going to have several things coming up for review, for cleansing, for release, and for growth, for evolution, to plant new seeds. But this could be a cleaning out time, a time to go deeper. So for all the things that are not feeling right or resonant or aligned with you, it's about going deeper. It's about seeing the gifts that are coming and investigating them. Yeah? Beautiful. So let's look at the weeks. Dear Scorp. Okay. So, 7 of Swords. Again, this is Dame Darcy's fabulous deck. Seven of Swords is coming up for you in week 1. And again, week 1 starts the week after the new moon, which is on the 15th of July. Seven of Swords is about, you know, getting away with something. It's about, I mean, theoretically it's about stealing, but this is Swords card. It is the mental card. So it's about strategy. It's about bold action. It's about getting away with something. So it could be that there, you know, a thought about the ends justifies the means, which is an incorrect, you know, point of view, without ethos. So within the first week, something comes up for you, and it could have to do with this man. It doesn't have to, but something comes up in week 1 that within you or that you observe about you or somebody that you know getting away with something. And again, this could be the energy set of something's not right. So it could be this. Again, because many things is coming up here, it could be that in a general way, you're looking at the world or society or things in general about the things that aren't right or the things that are without ethos that are really bothering you. So it could be that all the stuff that's not right is really bothering you, and you want to make it better. You want to go, you know, that's the macro perspective. So for those of you who are concerned with the world as a whole, it could be that. And it could be, you know, a specific individual as well. Okay, so this is perfect, Scorpio. So 4 of Cups comes up in the second week. The 4 of Cups is about being offered something and not being interested in it. So again, seeing the lesson in the offering, yeah, seeing the lesson in the gift blessing that we came up with the spread. If there's somebody presenting himself in your life, you want to see, you want to pay attention, you want to attend. So this is about not paying attention to what's being offered to you or not being interested at the moment. So it could very well be that you just aren't interested now. However, this is a bit cautionary because you want to take heed. You know, you don't want to, in the aftermath, look back and say, oh, I really missed an opportunity there, yeah? So let's look at week 3. So week 3 is 10 of Swords reversed. 10 of Swords reversed. And of course, 10 of Swords upright is devastation. It's feeling complete defeat. Now, the beautiful thing is this came up reversed for you. And the reversed card is getting past that. And a lot of Scorpios have been going through great defeat. So this is, in this third week, there's a sense of getting past the wounds, getting past the intensity of the defeat that you've been feeling. And that is a beautiful thing. So the theme for week 3. Okay, Scorpio, this is gorgeous. So 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is coming up for the theme for week 4. 10 of Cups is about great emotional joy, total fulfillment, bliss, happiness, real connection. You know, this is about deep love and abundance of love in relationships. So so the thing is, and again, I've said this on other readings that I've done this month, this is a reminder that when I pull up the theme and when I pull up the cards, it's two-edged. It's the energy set that's playing out. So it's the thematic, it's the energies that are present for you, that are supporting you, that are actually asking you to step up and learn these lessons. Because these themes are always, how I ask the question is, what what is the theme that's coming up to grow Scorpios this month, to evolve Scorpios this month. And so this is always a growth edge. But the thing is, this is the theme, but you have to meet it. Meaning these are the opportunities, it's the potential that is there for you if you see it, if you have the eyes to see it, and if you then meet it. So you can't just, it's not going to come knocking on your door and come inside. You have to actually meet it. And it's the same with these cards. So it's about being awake and aware so that you can actually act and meet with these energies. It's beautiful. This is a really fantastic theme for you this month. It's really good. I mean, the Ten of Swords reversed with the Ten of Cups upright after, that's quite something. It's gorgeous. Feels really good for you. So let's take a look. And this is Doreen Virtue's Ascended Masters. And we're going to pull up one master for you to see what is the specific guidance for Scorpios for this particular cycle. And often, as you know, when we pull these, it often leads to another component of the whole story. So let's see what comes up for you. Let's see what comes up for Scorp. Okay. Beautiful. King Solomon Priorities is coming up, Scorpio. I laugh because this card keeps coming up, and it's actually very poignant. The fact that this card keeps coming up is no accident, and it is very much re-emphasizing the fact that it's time. It's time for you to step up. It's time for you to mature, to step up to the dreams, the loves, the things that you want to get accomplished, the projects, the dreams that you have. Start acting. You have to start acting now. There really is. I've been saying for months, for those of you who've been watching me for months, I've been saying there's no more procrastination. And this summer is the time for action. You have to, if you've been wanting to cleanse your body, cleanse it. Do it now. Don't wait. If you've been wanting to relocate, or if you've been wanting to change jobs, or whatever it is, really, really, you do want to act. This is the time. It's going to be harder. Things are going to get harder if you don't act. So, and what this card says, I don't need to read it because I've read it so many times. What Doreen writes in it is that King Solomon is about, or says, essentially this card is saying, you know, if you need to go to bed later in order to get your stuff done. If you need to wake up earlier to get it done, do that. Because this is a time for really nose to the grindstone. Get your stuff done. And it's not about, you know, mundane tasks, although it could be. There are logistics that need to be attended to in life that are important as well. But it's about you attending to the things that you've been saying for years or months, but I bet it's years, that you've been wanting to do. The book that you've been wanting to write, the song that you've been wanting to write and sing and record, all of those things, it's time. You have to come out now. You can't hide anymore. This is it, baby. Really, I'm not, you know, this is, I've been feeling it for a long time, and this is just, these messages just confirm it again and again and again. And personally, on a personal level, I'm feeling it definitively. And I'm personally on the 7th day of a fast. I've been fasting, and I've been cleaning and detoxing, and it's been gorgeous. You know, I was ready to do it, and it was time, and it feels good. So do what you need to do. So let's see what archetypal qualities are coming up as those to be, and I will share with you that I am awful at shuffling tonight. I've been doing these spreads, and because my body is in a healing mode, I've been, you know, because all my energy is going inward to my for my body to heal. So my outward mobility is a little off. It's interesting. Not unsurprising, but it's funny to do these spreads in this state. So let's go ahead and see which archetypal qualities are wanting or asking to be evolved with, oh wow, within Scorpio this month. So you're getting Messiah. Let me read it first and then I'll show it to you. So the lower frequency manifestation is exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. The elevated or higher frequency manifestation of Messiah, serving humanity with humility. This is about service, but it's about service with humility. And knowing that you can't do it all, which is super important, because I think so many people have this idea, this false idea that, you know, they get easily overwhelmed if they can't do quote unquote it all. But that just doesn't make sense. You do what you can do, and that's enough. It's perfect. So Messiah, service to humanity with humility. Beautiful. Scorpio, this is great. So let's see what Dakini comes up for you now. Hello, dear Virgo and dear Scorpio. So I am recording your Dakini Goddess that came forward for you this cycle together because you both received the same one. The embodiment, the goddess embodiment that's asking you to take on this month is the Owl Dakini. And this is number 10. The Owl Dakini, number 10. Again, a reminder, this is from Penny Slinger's 64 Dakini Oracle. And I'm going to read a little bit here, and it's extensive, so the continuation of it, if you would like to dive deeper, is accessible via the link below this video to the online library. She is a winged, airborne being who abides in the dark places of the earth. Her wisdom is from the deep subconscious waters of the lunar landscape. She is nocturnal, a creature of the night. She guards the mysteries. She carries messages between the worlds. She is associated with wisdom, intuition, and secret ways of knowing. In some cultures, she is seen as the harbinger of death, but really it is just that she has the ability to move between worlds, between the living and the dead. She is guardian of the afterlife, keeper of spirits, and seer of souls. And I'm going to read a little bit below here too. A gift of wisdom from Owl Dakini. Something you have been nurturing in secret, in darkness, for a long time perhaps. It might be time to hatch it. Perhaps it is time to begin the period of incubation. Self-cultivation can be likened to the incubation of an egg. It can be a long time before an egg is ready to hatch. This is a special time for you. You should not be hurried or distracted from your inner quest and the time of incubation. Others may think you are hibernating, vegetating, but this is far from the truth. Do not be concerned with their views. This is your own private work. Owl Dakini is here to guard and stand by you at this special time. She is your secret ally in the moonlight and in the darkness of the woods, which you can't see because of the trees. Let the owl in you fly over and get the lay of the land, the overview. Let your night vision and your sixth sense guide you. Move silently as the owl. She has acute sense perception of sight and sound, occult vision, gift of prophecy, visitation, concentration, being vigilant, deep wisdom, and silent reflection. So there's more here. Again, if you'd like to dive, you can access the information in the online library. The link is below this video.